Welcome back to the Coastal Lowcountry Real Estate channel. So you've decided to sell your home. Well, before you go to all that trouble of cleaning and decluttering, painting and repairing your home for sale, you should probably get a feel for what your home is worth. Do I price right at market? Do I price it above market to allow for negotiation? Do I price it just below market in hopes of a bidding war that drives the price up? These are all good questions that you should ask. Today, we will explore home pricing mistakes when putting your home on the market and how to price your home the smart way.
Welcome to the Georgia, South Carolina Lowcountry. We are Keith and Donna Hellman, hosts of the Coastal Lowcountry Real Estate Channel and local realtors with Keller Williams. Do you want to know everything there is to know about the Lowcountry? Whether it's Savannah, Georgia, Bluffton, Hilton Head, South Carolina, or the surrounding areas? Then subscribe below and tap the bell for notifications so you can be the first to know about our current market here. We get calls, texts, and emails every day from people just like you looking to make their move to the Savannah, Bluffton, Hilton Head areas, and we absolutely love serving y'all. So whether you're looking to move in the next week, the next month, or the next year, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or book a Zoom call, all in the description below, so we can help you make the smooth transition to your coastal lowcountry living. Hey, let's get started.
When it comes to selling the home, one of the most critical decisions a homeowner makes is how to price it. Set the price too high and you risk sitting on the market for weeks or months. Set it too low and you may leave money on the table. The key to a successful home sale isn't just about staging or curb appeal, though those things matter. The foundation is pricing it right from the start. Our goal is to sell for the most price in the fastest amount of time. As seasoned real estate experts with years of experience studying the market, we can tell you with confidence, overpricing is the #1 mistake that keeps homes from selling. In this video, we'll explore why that is, the psychological and practical impact of overpricing, and how to arrive at the sweet, smart spot that attracts buyers, invites offers, and maximizes your return.
So what really happens when you overprice your home? Overpricing a home seems like a good idea at first. You might think we can always come down later, or we'll price it high so we have room to negotiate. But the reality is, pricing a home too high out of the gate can backfire quickly and leave you chasing the market. Chasing the market means that if the home prices are decreasing in your market or home sales are lagging, you are continually finding yourself behind the 8 ball as you continue to reduce your price to catch up to the market. Overpricing the home can result in several negative outcomes. For example, it can lead to extended days on market. When a home hits the market, it has a honeymoon period in the first 7 to 14 days. That's when home buyer activity is highest. If your home is overpriced, it may be skipped over entirely in the search results, especially in online filters that cap at certain price points. Each week that passes without an offer adds days to your listing. Buyers begin to wonder, what's wrong with this house? Why hasn't it sold? You lose the freshness and urgency that often drives strong early offers. It also may lead to appraisal problems later on. Even if someone is willing to pay more than market value, most buyers will be financing their home. That means the bank sends out an appraiser to determine the home's worth based on comparable sales. If your home doesn't appraise, you're back at the negotiation table. The buyer may walk away, or you may have to lower your price anyway. It's a frustrating and often avoidable scenario. And then perception becomes reality. Homes that sit unsold for a long period of time often get labeled as stale. Even if you later drop the price, the market perception has already taken a hit. Buyers assume there is an issue beyond price. Maybe it's location, condition, or worse. This perception leads to low ball offers, if any. And finally, you help sell other homes. Ironically, when your home is overpriced, you may help nearby listings sell faster. When buyers tour your property, then see another that is better priced with more value, the comparison makes the other home more attractive. Hey, before we move on, we just wanted to say thank you for watching. And if you like our videos and find them helpful, we'd love for you to like and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell to be notified when future videos drop. So, how do you price your home the smart way? To avoid the costly mistake of overpricing, you start with solid data, market awareness, and a willingness to view your home from a buyer's perspective. Here are some pointers on where to start. Number 1, study comparable sales. The most accurate way to price a home is by studying comparable homes in your area. Look at what buyers actually paid, not just the listing prices. These comps should have sold recently within the last 6 months. This is what appraisers typically look at. They should also be within a close radius, ideally the same neighborhood, or at least within 1/2 to 1 mile from your home. They should have similar square footage and layout, should have similar features such as garage, basement, number of bathrooms, etc. And they should be in similar condition. This last point is critical. The 2 biggest questions we get asked by buyers is how old is the roof and how old is the HVAC system. When looking at comps, homes with a new roof or HVAC system will fetch a higher price tag than those comparable homes with systems or roofs 10, 15, or 20 years old. A home with a roof over 20 years old can also run into insurability issues when the buyer is trying to close. And another thing to look for as it relates to the condition of the home is whether or not the comps were recently updated. If your kitchen or bathroom is outdated compared to other homes in the area, the buyer will discount the price of the home even if they do make an offer. But what happens when there are no comps that meet the criteria we just mentioned? Due to slowing sales, this could be a problem we could run into. At that point, we may have to look a little outside the 1 mile radius or look back over a year and make the appropriate adjustments. Another thing to consider is market momentum, or where is the market headed? Are you in a seller's market or a buyer's market? In a hot market, you might price slightly below the market value and create competition and drive offers. In a slower market, pricing closer to true value is key. Looking at other homes for sale in the area can give you a sense of this. You might think that since your neighbor sold his home last year for $500,000, you want to add a year's worth of appreciation into your sales price. However, current market conditions may not justify that. Market momentum may be accelerating or decelerating. And avoid emotional pricing. Homeowners often price their home based on what they need to make, what they paid, or what they feel it's worth. The market doesn't care. The market responds to data and demand. Emotional pricing is often a recipe for frustration. Nobody cares what you paid for your house or how much you paid for your new pool or your renovated kitchen. While these items certainly add value, more than likely they will add only a fraction of the home's market value. The $100,000 you paid for that in-ground pool does not add $100,000 to the price tag of your home. And lastly, don't rely on estimates from Zillow, Realtor.com, or any other online home value estimators to price your home. We can't tell you how many times we go into a home to list it, and the seller wants to put it on the market at Zillow's Zestimate price. Zillow has not seen the inside of your home. They don't know that you recently put a new roof on it or installed a new HVAC system. Zillow's website states that Zestimate's accuracy is computed by comparing the final sales price to the Zestimate that was published on or just prior to the sale date. I can't tell you how many times we put a house on the market, and a day or two later, the Zestimate has increased $30,000, $40,000, or $100,000 to approximate the list price of the home. That's a lot of equity in just 1 or 2 days. Obviously, that wasn't the case. The Zestimate was just that, an estimate.
So once we set the smart price, how do we create presentation that supports the price? Presenting your home in the most creative manner amplifies smart pricing. Think of it like this. If pricing is the magnet that attracts buyers to the door, presentation is what makes them fall in love once inside. We've covered this in other videos, but here are some highlights. Visual harmony equals buyer confidence. When a home is clean, well-styled, and visually flows with light and purpose, buyers assume it has been cared for. That confidence makes them more willing to pay your asking price. Dirty walls or bathrooms or strong smells from mold, mildew, or pets can make a buyer feel the home is in need of care. Next, staging your price point. So stage your space to fit the price bracket. A $500,000 home should look and feel like $500,000, not because you filled it with expensive furniture, but because it flows, feels bright, and aligns with buyer expectations for that level. Lastly, emotion sells. People buy homes emotionally, then justify it logically. Staging taps into emotion. When your home is priced right and presented beautifully, it becomes the complete package buyers can imagine themselves in. That leads to quicker offers and better outcomes. Let me wrap this up with an example. Recently, we helped a couple list their home. They wanted to price it $25,000 above our recommendation because a house down the street sold for that much. But that home had more upgrades and an in-ground pool. We walked through the data together. They agreed to list it at the suggested price with some light styling and professional photos. We hit the market strong. Within 5 days, we had 3 offers and it sold for over asking. We may still be waiting for showings.
So my final thought, strategy wins. Selling your home is emotional. It's where your memories live, but pricing it is a business decision. The homes that sell the fastest and for the most money are those that balance market data with appealing presentation. As a realtor team, we bring both sides to the table. Together, we help you price it right, style it smart, and sell it strong. Don't let overpricing delay your dreams. Let's find that sweet spot and make your move a success. Because it's not just about selling a home, it's about doing it right. And thank you for staying with us till the end of the video. Want more selling tips? Then subscribe to our YouTube channel for weekly videos on pricing strategy, staging tips, and real-life market insights, and stay up to date on the latest of what's happening in the Georgia, South Carolina coastal Lowcountry. Be sure to like and subscribe and tap the bell for notifications so you'll be the first to know what's going on in our market here. And if the Lowcountry looks like a place you would like to call home, give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, or book a Zoom call, all in the description below. Once again, this is Keith and Donna Hellman, hosts of the Coastal Lowcountry Real Estate Channel and Local Realtors. And again, as always, it has been an absolute pleasure spending time with you again today.